What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV. Gonna do a video today, player ratings video on the season so far, each and every player in the squad, how I think they've done, how they can improve. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, Curtis Shaw TV, like the video and comment down below. Let me know what you think of the player ratings, whether you agree, and tell me your player ratings as well of the season so far. Let's start off with the goalkeepers. Bernd Leno, I think he's had a pretty steady season so far. Only one clean sheet in the Premier League. Two clean sheets, sorry, Newcastle and the Bournemouth game. The mistake against Tottenham's the standout mistake. Apart from that, he's been good. His kicking at times has been a bit sloppy, but I do feel safe with him in goal. I give him a 7. The other keeper, Martinez, he's come in and done well in the cups. He's looked safe. Maybe he can push Leno for a starting place. I give him a 7 as well. He's done everything that can be asked of him. Let's go into the defence. Let's start with the fullbacks. Ainsley Maitland-Niles, I mean, he's come out recently and said, you know, I'm not a right back, blah, blah, blah. But sometimes you've got to take the opportunity. You might not make it as a centre midfielder at Arsenal, but you could have made it as a right back at Arsenal. You know, we've seen what Trent Alexander-Arnold's done at Liverpool. He was naturally a midfielder, and now he's one of the best right backs in world football. I think Ainsley has wasted an opportunity there. I don't think he'll probably make it as a midfielder at Arsenal, and I'll give him a 4. Not good enough. Not all his own fault, but, you know, take the opportunity. Kolasinac on the other side, he's a player I just look at now and think this league is not built for you. I think it's too quick for him. I think when he plays wing back, it suits him, but even going forward, his crossing at times is poor. Defensively, he's been steady the last couple of games. I give him a 6, but, you know, we need Tierney back in there. Go to the centre-backs, David Luiz. He's been hit and miss, you know. He's had a lot of good games, but he's had a few, obviously, bad moments. His leadership skills, from what I hear, are good. Players have come out and said how popular he is in the dressing room. I think he's a big character. I give him a 6. Quality on the ball, just cut out those sloppy errors. We go to Socrates, a player I'm not a big fan of. The fan base raved about him last season. I saw a player who was past his best. It was bargain basement shopping as far as I'm concerned. And I think he's been sloppy this season. Last season, 12 yellow cards and 1 red tells me something's not right in his game. And I think this season he's been sloppy again. I give him a 5. We go to Callum Chambers. For me, I think this guy should be starting at centre-back at the moment. He's played well in every game he's come in. He's come on at right-back and done well, and at centre-back as well when he started, and I think he deserves to be in the team. I'll give him an 8. He's dealt with everything in front of him so far. Rob Holden, he hasn't really played much. He's looked solid when he come in. I give him a 6. I think he needs a little bit more time before we push him back into the team. We go to the midfield, Granit Xhaka, our captain, our skipper, our leader. Not by choice, of course. You know, I don't want to slaughter him. He hasn't done it. He's given away a couple of sloppy errors. The penalty against Tottenham. You know, it doesn't affect the game enough, unfortunately. He's not the guy we need in there. But if he's going to be in there, he needs to improve. I give him a 5. Torreira, I think, has been poor this season. I don't know. There was rumours he wanted to go to Italy in the summer. Is this affecting his game? Emery as well, playing him in the wrong position. I give him a 5. I think he's been poor. Let's get him back in that protective CDM role. And I think we'll see a better Torreira. Dani Ceballos, I give him a 6. I think we've seen moments of magic. The Burnley game, he was superb. There's been other games where he's done well. Emery hasn't really used him right every week. And I think he needs to hurt the opposition more and move the ball a bit quicker. Sometimes he has that extra touch that he probably could get in Spain. You won't get that in England. I give him a 6, but there's a lot of potential with him. Joe Willock, I think he's done himself proud this season. A year or so ago, I didn't think he was necessarily going to break through and wasn't sure how good he was. But now I think he deserves his opportunity. He's done well when he's played. Great energy. I give him an 8. Because it's not easy to just come out of the blue like that and really stake a claim for a place. We then go to Gwen Doozy, has been our best midfielder this season. Still think he needs to be a bit quicker on the ball when he gets it in defensive areas. I think he's somebody the opposition will target to press, because sometimes he gets caught. But this season he's done himself proud. I give him a 9 so far this season. He's been called up to the French squad. He's really stepped his game up and showed great leadership qualities as well. So he deserves a lot of credit. Meza Ozel, it's hard to give him a rating. He's hardly played. When he has played, he's been okay. But you know, what can I give him really? Nottingham Forest, they took him off. Watford, he did okay. I give him a 5. Some of it's his fault, some of it's the manager's fault. We know that. That's a whole different discussion. Where do we go with this guy? Do we move him on and save the wages, or do you try and integrate him back into the team? Or do you use him as a squad player and cherry pick the games you think he can be effective? But I'm not sure the club will do that with such a big wage. So he gets a 5. We go to Saka. I think he's been brilliant since he's come in. He looks fearless. His Man United performance was superb. I give him an 8 as well. You know, showed so much bottle and determination to do well. So I give him an 8. We go to Pepe. Let's be honest, he hasn't played well up to this point. We've seen moments where you say, that's why you were £72 million. But the end product hasn't been good enough, so I've got to give him a 5. There's got to be more to come. I feel like once he's pushed further forward, once he settles in and we play to his strengths, I do believe there is a top quality player there. But we have to see more from him. The end product has to improve, goals and assists. We go to Aubameyang. Let's be honest, we'd be a Wolves, a Leicester, you know, an Everton if it wasn't for this guy. He's carrying the team. People were talking about selling him in the summer. It's ludicrous. He's one of the best strikers in the world right now, let's be honest. He's scoring goals in a team that doesn't even create much. 9 out of 10. Player of the season for me so far, along with Gwen Doozy. Give him a new contract. I think he's only got 18 months left. We need to keep him beyond that. So Aubameyang, you know, top player. I would have actually possibly liked to have seen him give him the armband. Lacazette, injured at the moment. Started the season okay. Didn't look totally fit to me. I think the problem with Lacazette, he's got to score more goals. He gets in great positions, and I think he needs to be getting closer to that 20 goal mark in terms of league goals. He's a top player. I give him a 6 because of the injury, really. But he's a quality player, we know that. Looking at the subs, Martinelli's impressed me. I hope he gets more game time moving forward. From what I've seen of him, I'll give him an 8. But he needs more game time in the league, as well as the cups. We go to, who else have we got? Who else have we actually got? That's it, basically, isn't it? The young players, Smith Rowe, he hasn't played much either. I know he got injured. So that's it, really. Tierney as well. Sorry. You know, what I've seen of him looks brilliant, but let's be honest, he hasn't played against a decent winger yet. His crossing alone is superb. I'll give him a 7. I'll judge him more when he plays against, you know, your Salahs, Bernardo Silvas, Sterling's, those type of players. Unai Emery, he's had a lot of criticism. I'll give him a 6. I think we're 3rd in the league. We're unbeaten in the cup. We've only lost 1 game in all competition. That was against Liverpool. What I would say, like a lot of people are saying, be braver, attack, outscore teams. We haven't got the defence or the midfield to be rock solid at the back. It's going to take another transfer window, in my opinion, to fix the defence and midfield. So outscore teams. That's our strength at the moment, is the front three. Play to their strengths, attack, be on the front foot. Make sure we've always got 1 or maybe even 2 creative midfielders in there so we can link the midfield to the front line. And I think you'll see a better team and the fans will be happy. That's all we want to see. Play with a little bit more ambition. Why be defensive when we're not defensively strong? Be attacking and let the fans enjoy the football and enjoy the journey. But I'm sticking by him. I'm not Emery out. I think we've got to support him till the end of the season unless we really have a crisis. But let's stick by him, see where we get, and hopefully we get top 4. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know about your ratings, what you would have given the players, what you think you want to see happen moving forward. Look out for the new show I've got coming out on AFTV. It's called Talk is Cheap with me and Laurie Lyle. That should be out this week. And I'll see you next time. Bless.